Alright, dipshits, after 3 long months I've decided to finally do another video. And guess what? It's already one that we've already done. We're doing grilled cheese, but today I'm doing it deluxe style with apples inside, because I gotta be difficult and I can't do the same video twice. Don't do that. Look where you're cutting. It's much safer that way. And that's enough apples. Today we're going to be using sourdough bread. I'm going to be making... Do you want me to make an entire grilled cheese on this thing? I can make one and cut it in half if you want. Right. I was going to be making 2, but these pieces of bread are enormous. So I'm going to be making 1 and then cutting it in half. So, we will move ourselves over to the stove. Grab my butter knife. Someone does not know how to put butter back into this thing. Put butter on both sides of your bread, very important. A little bit more on one side. That side's going to be going on the griddle. You know, try not to get butter in your hands. If you do, it's not the end of the world. And put those 2 pieces of bread on your griddle. That apple did not go down well. Let those 2 pieces of bread start going. And I said we're going to be doing fancy, so we're going to be sauteing some apples in this here what? Going to be taking some apples. My counter is relatively clean, so I don't feel too bad about that. And we're going to be cooking them down in just a tiny bit of wine. Open that up. I'm using skirt lifter. I don't know what kind of wine it is. It's a sweet wine, which is the kind of wine you want to use when you're doing this type of thing. This is the only thing that makes this grilled cheese special. Same Colby Jack and sharp cheddar cheese mix that I used last time. And it's the same procedure. I'm just putting apples in this now. Okay, well, our bread is getting nice and crispy on one side, so we're going to flip it. So the other butter side is down. And then we are going to do our regular process of putting all this cheese down here on the bread. Looks like my apples are starting to go too. That's good. Now it ain't a grilled cheese if there ain't cheese overflowing from it. If you make it with any less cheese, you're a coward. Let that start melting down. These are starting to brown up. Well, starting, not brown at all yet, but those are starting. I'm going to take a little bit of wine. You want splash, you don't want any more than that. I'm going to start caramelizing these apples in here. These are on high we will turn them down to low in a little bit. But for right now, we want to get these starting to brown. Not burnt. Burnt's nasty. My spatula. Press this down. Add the rest of the cheese. Check the bottom side of this, still white, so we're fine. This can use a flip. That side's going to be our inside. And I'm actually going to turn off the back, let that cool down. That'll be our heating area. Now most of our wine has evaporated into said apples. So now we're going to turn this down a bit. New medium. Keep working these around. And then we are going to get some spice. Garlic powder. This is a slight secret, but sprinkle yourselves a little bit of garlic powder on top of that. Make it nice and good. Trust me, I'm a semi-professional. And we're going to start laying our pieces of apple on here. Now, while I'm using apple, I do prefer pear. I just don't have any here. But you cook it the same way, just a little less because they're a little bit more delicate. So I like to cook down faster. Okay, it looks like I deposited some cheese in here. No fun. Turn that pot off. Gonna take this piece of bread and flop it over on there with a little bit more skill. Press these down together. Let's use the actual sturdy quality one, not the dollar store one. Flip that. Let them meld all together. Turn off the heat and let that just finish cooking on itself. Alright, we're gonna split that in half there. Take one side of it, put it on there. The other side of it, put it right there. Garnish it however you want. That's a sexy ass grilled cheese right there. That's sure really hot, but good. Well, that's about it for this video. You're gonna wait about another 3 months for the next one. Have a good night, y'all.